Hey, how's it going, guys? Glasgow here. Just doing a quick vid with the BlackBerry here today. Just wanted to show you guys something. Maybe you've already seen before. Maybe I'm just dumb. It's a good possibility. But I've got a buddy who just recently picked up a Springfield XD40, and we were looking at it. And one of the things he really liked about it is how it has indicators that show that the weapon's cocked, and it shows the weapon has a round in the chamber, and it does that both visually and by touch. And what I pointed out to him, and I'd like to show you guys today real quick, that Glocks have the exact same thing from the factory. That's right, Glocks have them. And I'm going to show it to you right here today using my Glock 22 Gen 4 Dura-coated two-tone Coyote Tan, and I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. First off, you look at this weapon right now. Is this weapon cocked? Is it cocked? Answer is absolutely not. This weapon is not cocked. How can you tell? Because the trigger is in the rearward position. So there's no way the weapon's cocked. If it were cocked, the trigger will be in that position right there. Okay. Now, real quick, this weapon is pointing in a safe direction. There is nothing in the weapon. I can pop the mag. There's a dummy round for here in a minute. But obviously, there's nothing in the chamber because the chamber wasn't loaded or cocked here just a second ago. So at any rate, this is what the trigger looks like when the weapon's cocked. That's what the trigger looks like whenever there is nothing in the chamber and the weapon's not cocked. Okay. So what I can do, being really safe, coming around, not touching the front part of the trigger, but I can just feel, without looking, I can reach down here and feel that that trigger's in the rearward position. It's not cocked. Okay. So that right there tells me that it's not cocked. But what about, and obviously it's not chambered, but what about being chambered? How can I tell if this weapon is chambered? Well, I can tell again just by looking at it. There's nothing in the chamber in this weapon. And how can I tell? I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. You can try this with your own Glock. But I can tell by looking at the extractor. The extractor is actually a little bit protruding in towards the slide on the weapon. And that tells me right there there's nothing in the chamber. I can also feel that extractor is kind of pointing down. Okay. Now, so what I can do with my mag, with my dummy round right there, no live ammo, I can insert it in the weapon. Now I can visually see that it's not cocked. I can visually see that it's not chambered. What I can do is go ahead and chamber around this dummy round. Now, see where the trigger is now? Now, if I'm in a dark situation, I can feel that I can reach down here, feeling from the side, of course, not the front, and tell, oh, okay, the trigger is in the forward position. That tells me it's cocked. I can also feel, and I'd be doing this all right-handed, I can also feel down here that extractor is up. It actually protrudes out from the weapon just barely, just a little bit, but you can definitely feel it. Okay, so I can visually see it's chambered. I can visually see it's cocked. This thing's good to go. So you might be in a situation where you see something you think you perceive as a threat. You might be putting your hand on your weapon. You might be going ahead and staging, and I could reach down even without looking and tell, weapon's cocked, weapon's chambered, we're hot and ready to roll. Or I might feel down and say, uh-oh, I forgot to chamber my weapon before I left the house. So that's just that simple, guys. Glocks have them. Yeah, XDs have them. I think the Ruger, SR9 and 40, I think they have some indicators on them. But Glock has them too. They're built in. You just have to know your Glock. You have to know what to look for and what to feel for. So there you go, guys. If you already knew about it, sorry to bore you to death, but that's it. Cocked indicator, loaded chamber indicator, built in the Glock, guys. See ya.